Today on the American Truck Podcast, the new Minecraft update focuses on combat. New Pokemon games are coming in 2016. NASA is working on quieting the sonic boom. And if you've ever wanted to be a bear, now you can. Hello and welcome to the American Truck Podcast with Andrew C.
And Jefferson B.
Racist.
And Freelance Gamer. So So as normal, Dr. Ubershadow's introduction has something to do with our pre-chat, and that is the concept of. So what I said was that, and this is actually one of our topics, and I figured we'll just kick off with it. There's a new app for League on your phone, right? And it can get messages from other players, similar to how the original Steam app could get messages. But when sending an invite, Andrew C. did not get it on his phone, even though he was logged into League on his computer or logged off. I couldn't invite him, so you couldn't get these invites, which I thought would be kind of a unique point to have. If I invited you to a game, you could respond at least and say, "Hey, look, I'm actually not available," or you could say, "Hey,
sorry,
traffic accident.
I'm sorry,
I'm not taking damage yet." Anyway. So I said, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna exit League so I don't get invites randomly in the middle of the podcast." I went, "Well, it's not like you get them anyway." So what I meant was that he won't get them on his phone. What they thought I meant was that no one would invite him anyway. Therefore, I am rude for what I said. When I said no, they indeed are the rude ones, because they came up with a thought similar to if someone says something and they don't mean being racist, and then you think it's racist. You're the one with the racist thought.
Right.
But Kyle, if I may interject, this is why it is funny, because it's funny to call somebody a racist, even if
always.
Yes, it's funny always to call someone a racist, even if they're not, a la the Craig Ferguson bit calling his producer racist every night of the show.
Right.
However,
that's only because Craig Ferguson, being a Scot, finds it hilarious to consider racist thoughts, and that was me.
I didn't hit you.
Yeah, you did.
it is a different thing
I
altogether.
will refer
calling
to the
people rude,
recording
though.
as evidence one. I did not hit you. I hit that sign.
I will.
The sign is currently.
The court
I will
recognizes your evidence and records it into the evidence locker. Proceeding with the case.
Wait a minute. Is that no evidence? Because if he has recording of me hitting him, but I have recording of me not hitting him, same time, same capture, does that both go against nothing, and then it becomes that I am still the one at fault?
Wait, I am not a lawyer.
I think you're overthinking this. This is the American legal system we're talking about.
True. It just gets dismissed. Fair enough.
I am not
this
a
is
lawyer.
traffic court here, man. Nothing ever happens in traffic court.
This does not represent legal advice.
Yeah, pretty
I am a lawyer in name only on Reddit.
Okay. Since when?
I'm a doctor, though.
Ah.
I get paid more.
Nah, fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah, actually, you would make more, depending on the area. Anyway, gentlemen, shall we carry on with our one and only, the only news that we have for the day?
We have
a couple other things.
I was trying to think.
What is it? What is it? Minecraft did their update? Yeah.
Yeah, when Minecraft finally came out with a brand new fancy combat update.
Combat update, right?
Yeah, it's, which brings shields.
Awesome.
Oh man, dual wielding.
Also awesome.
And it brings a cooldown delay for attacking.
Questionably awesome.
Which is not as bad as everyone originally thought when I first mentioned it. It turns out the delay is basically you can't click and hold to swing your sword. You have to click repeatedly. So it's basically a pull the trigger as fast as you can.
Semi-auto fire versus full auto.
Right.
Yeah, basically.
So not as bad of a thing, although different. There's also a new mob called the Shulker. I don't know what it looks like, though. I haven't seen it. It's a mystery. I imagine it must be terrifying to stumble upon.
With a name like Shulker, I can only imagine. Because the idea, that just sounds bad. The idea of shulking about,
Yeah, it sounds terrifying.
It sounds very Swedish.
There's also a bunch of new blocks, plants. There's tipped arrows, spectral arrows, new sound effects, an expanded end, and the ability to resummon the Ender Dragon.
That's cool.
I don't know how you resummon something you've murdered, but okay.
Necromancy.
Necromancy. There you go. Necromancy makes everything better.
That came about 8-9 months after 1.8 came out. So
Long time.
This is the first. I think this is the first official update under Microsoft's ownership. Not positive though.
I think that sounds about
1.8
right.
might have, because I think 1.8 came out just before they purchased them, or it was right as they were purchasing them. Because I remember 1.8 was a big hoopla of all the bucket meltdown and whatnot of
Right.
DMCA's and whatnot. So, which ironically they never actually fixed. Nothing was ever addressed with that. It just kind of went away because some other company or other community took over the development and used a loophole to provide builds.
Well, more power to them, I guess.
So, yep, but that is it for Minecraft. Moving on, though, we have some flippage going on my screen. Oh!
Whew.
Oh!
Almost flipped on my side. Are you on your side?
I'm
Oh,
teeter-tottering.
you're done. Bye, Andy.
Teeter-tottering here.
Bye. I'll see you.
Oh, I want to see. I want to see. Hold on. I'm
Believe
like
me,
400
I'm not
meters away.
moving. I'm not moving at all. Well, anyway, here, while we're stuck in the American Truck Simulator, turns out that the American Truck and Euro Truck is going to get workshop support.
Sweet. Now, I'm actually curious. That's gonna make people less inclined to. Are they less like? Are they gonna still be making those random like, what would it be, truck tchotchkes?
The
That's
cabin,
really
the
hard
cabin
to
accessories
say.
DLC.
Yeah. Are
I'm
they-
sure they will still to some extent, but
I guess I guess the other question is, should the mods show up in multiplayer? Probably the same as everything else, not unless both parties have it installed.
Right.
well, that would probably be true, quite true. It'll be interesting to see what it ends up getting, because like what kind of mods could you make for this and put on?
I'm gonna leave that one up to the community.
I'm gonna make my own vehicles called Eurobus. URABUS. Spell it backwards. You'll know why.
You got it. You should do it.
You should do that. Oh, I'm gonna go to Elko.
All right.
I'm
So
tottering.
yeah, that's the American Truck and Euro Truck Simulator news. I guess moving right along, something I am very excited about, and the little kid in me is absolutely like giddy and much squee for, is Pokemon Sun and Moon. Yes, the 7th generation, I think it's like the 54th or 55th game in the Pokemon franchise. This is a massive franchise. This is one that if you are not familiar with, come out from under your rock and go to the Nintendo eShop so you can relive Red, Blue, and my personal favorite, Yellow. But yeah, we are seeing so much more Pokemon. There is so little that has been disclosed about this game yet, but we are so excited. I like, it might make me dust off my Nintendo 2DS just to play yet another Pokemon game, because this is why I bought my 2DS in the first place, was to play Y version. No shame.
I might actually buy a 3DS.
Hooray for adulting.
I'm thinking, since I got my taxes thingies done, that I would need something to do on the plane ride to California, so I thought about picking up a 2DS and picking up X and
Yes.
Mega Ruby.
Join
You
the dark side of the 2DS life.
would. The 3DS is where it's at, man.
No way,
Yeah,
man.
but it's like
so much-
$200 though. The
Oh, you can
2DS
find
is
it for cheaper than
100.
that.
Mike, go to the shop and see my brother. He'll hook you up.
So today, Tuesday, there was a brief leak on one of the Sony's blogs for the PS4 releases of some games that are coming up, and they may have accidentally posted that the price for No Man's Sky was going to be $59.99, which may seem like a shocker to most people who understand that this is an indie title.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit upset, but I'm not that upset. I'm like,
I mean, it's a massive,
playing. Oh wow, I can't even. Hi, bye. I can't even remember the name of it now. Jesus, Mike, help me. What the hell did we play for like a couple hours? And you were afraid of the police. Please help.
Oh, Fate of the Police. It was
Elite Dangerous.
Thank
no.
you.
Oh
Yes. Yeah,
Oh.
no, I was going to say I could not remember that. Anyway, Elite Dangerous, its expansion came out for what, $50?
It was $50 if you were to buy it, but that was core plus expansion. So
Yeah,
if you were a
you would get the whole set, yeah.
But
But
it was
so I could see that being a thing of like, hey, look, we're making this game. It's massive.
yeah.
I don't even want to think about the engine they made. So I wouldn't say I'm upset with this choice. I just say I wasn't expecting it because it's kind of been delayed for a long time.
Yeah.
I would rather it be delayed though, knowing that this game is going.
Knowing that it's good, or it should be good, right?
Yeah.
But
I'm expecting great.
we've had a lot of games throughout the years that their delayed release has not ensured quality.
See,
Yeah.
So I mean, if I get a Elite Dangerous level game for or something that's maybe a little better, right? Maybe a little better, sure. But it's $60 price point, and I'm gonna get bored with it because it's very open eventually. I mean, maybe not for a while, but like, I don't know, man. That feel and it's an indie developer. Not saying that indie developers deserve any less credit than AAA titles. I think they do. It's just that the genre and style of this game, along with the way it's been released, makes me very uneasy about that price point.
Okay. If my counterpoint to this would be, we're right now in a very tumultuous time for game developers. Insofar as that we've got very pressing schedules, and we keep teasing and we keep beta testing and we keep wanting to get this game out faster and quicker. And I think as a result of that, we're almost setting ourselves up to be disappointed because we have all these unrealistic deadlines. And so if we set ourselves more realistic deadlines, if this time last year we were like, oh yeah, it's going to come out in 2016 sometime, yada, 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 whatever, didn't even talk about a delay, then I think we would be having a very different conversation right here. And yeah, it's an indie developer, but I'm also looking at the amount of horsepower that's going to be run in the back end. Just to get this game running, and so for that reason, I can see this as being a kind of game that's going to hit a niche market. There's going to be a lot of people where this is not your game, and that's okay. Go play something that is your game. But for those who it is their game, it's going to be so worth every last dollar of that, because the way that I calculate out whether or not a game is rightly priced is dollars per hour. So if I get 20 hours out of this game, that's $3 an hour. That's worth it for me. And so, /rant, sorry. But yeah, I that's just my rebuttal to the idea, because I agree with you, but I also disagree with you.
I think the biggest thing here is that it's going to cause hesitation to a lot of people who were very probably gung-ho about dropping $30 on this game.
Or 40 even.
Or $40 and saying, shut up and take my money as soon as it came out. But when they see that it's potentially going to be a $60 game, they might go, well, wait a second, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should wait a little bit, see the reviews, see gameplay of it before going and forking over the money on it.
And I can agree to that. And I think it's just going to be one of those things where we're going to have to see some banging reviews come out from, guys like Game Informer and PC Gamer and all of the other review sites. I mean, I'll even do a review of it because I want to play it. I just need a way to capture it. But like, I really want to play this game. It's on my to buy list, regardless of its price point. At this point, it's like, this is a game like I am in the shut up and take my money camp. I have no problems with this whatsoever.
No, I mean I think it's interesting. I mean it's a procedurally developed game, like the entire world, and it's going to be unique, but. And it's like 18 billion plants or some crazy freaking number.
I don't think it's perceivable. Honestly, I can't even comprehend.
It is procedural. That's a fact.
No, perceivable.
Oh, like, perceivable.
I cannot fathom. My human mind cannot comprehend 18 billion unique worlds.
Yeah, and that's insane. So like, I could see them doing this. Like for me, it's that. I'm still very tempted, and I'm still most likely going to pick up this game for. There goes the Andrew C. Almost losing it there.
I was drinking something.
Drink and drive.
Yeah. I had cruise
but
on,
I mean, it's a very big game. I'm curious. If they said $60 and $60 you get the main game and whatever season pass, because I can't imagine they're not going to release more content.
I don't know how they could. I'd have to see.
I mean,
Let's see.
I think I would hope that. I mean, they're already doing planets and they're already doing like travel. They have to though, otherwise you're gonna lose people. Because I mean, what is it? Eve, Elite. They're two great examples of these massive, like, space flight simulator games. And releasing expansions is what's kept them alive, or having an in-game economy in Eve's sake for the most part.
Yeah.
But you have games like Freelancer, which has an amazing single player and a great multiplayer mod, but it died. It died fairly fast, actually. And like it's hard to keep these very open games alive. And I don't think it's impossible. I think they can do it, and maybe they have just a good enough game as it is. But I mean, and maybe it'll be at the level of Minecraft in a sense. But what keeps a lot of people coming back to Minecraft is mods they can install, updates.
And
I mean, none of us really
updating.
play it.
Even if it's only like most people who play Minecraft, they'll pick, even if they haven't played it in a while, will pick it up every time there's a big update like this, even if it's
Right.
only for a short period of time.
Right, it's like
if-
WoW even in the same regards.
Right.
That's what I'm saying is this is not going to be every man's game. This is not the next Call of Duty. But I think this is going to be
But
a
no man's
great game for spaceflight guys like myself.
Yeah, and me too. Like I love this genre.
It's gonna be
It's
great.
just that it not being an everyman's game makes me go, why is it at an everyman's price?
Yeah. Okay. I respect that.
That's the potential.
My hope is that this game will sell enough that the developer can make
That we continue it and something keeps coming from it. I agree. I hope
I
for
want the
that.
developer to even just make a new title. I want to see this small little indie company. I want them to do a Minecraft.
Anything.
I really want that from them because this is such a unique concept. The minds that are behind these kinds of games have to have something going on.
By the way, the developer of this game is Hello Games, for those who are interested.
There you go.
And when I
But yeah,
was
so,
looking up who they were, I think they have 3 titles. This is
So
the third title.
slash rant on that.
on all parts, yeah.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. We've been talking about this stuff as
Well,
is.
good says Jefferson B. I saw that you've completed your Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Might Hoopty Doopty series.
Yeah,
right?
I completed Jedi Academy not too long ago.
Well,
over
you're
on the
in
Let's Play
luck.
section of this channel.
You're in luck.
Oh no!
There's an entire humble bundle of Star Wars games
Oh no!
available for purchase for very cheap.
Oh no!
yeah, I know what you gotta play. There's so many bad ones.
No, there's so many good ones. It's the best
No,
part.
play the bad ones. It's much more funny.
I'm already in the middle of a Dungeon Defender series now, though. You should check it out. It deploys on Thursdays.
Deploys, that's a good one. I like that word.
It drops on Thursdays. I don't know, man.
I like the word deploys. That wasn't
Okay.
that wasn't a don't use the word deploys. Deploys
Okay.
is good.
Cool. It drops on Thursday mornings at 9.
Jettisons. I would jettison the game.
It generates itself. I don't actually play it. I just have a robot that does it for me.
That sounds interesting.
Actually, the Let's Play robot. I'm just saying, could be a thing.
That
Kind of like Twitch plays without the Twitch.
that would be different.
It's doable.
Let's see. A brief mention here of something that's kind of interesting that will be happening. NASA just released some information about a contract that they're doing for the preliminary design of a low boom aircraft. Basically,
Earth
the
does that
goal is to create supersonic jet flight that's quiet enough to be used over land by 2020.
Ooh.
They're attempting to create what they're calling basically soft thumps rather than window-shattering booms. So it'd be more like a heartbeat sound that you would experience outside rather than all your windows blowing up.
A la mythos.
Think of the
fragile windows.
think of the military applications. Will someone please think of the military applications?
No, I mean, there's a lot of actually really good uses for this. And actually, what'll be interesting is not only the military, because that's just gonna be the greatest thing for covert ops. Because if you could have something that's just real quiet like that, gone in a heartbeat, no one knows, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty
But
cool.
what's even cooler is if we ever get this in commercial.
That's what that is the actual goal.
Commercial airliners?
Commercial
that can go whoosh.
airlining use is the primary function of this
Yeah,
program.
'cause they're going to be the primary purchasers of such a technology.
But obviously, it'll get picked up by other industry too here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But that is a big thing right now. Like the Concorde was a huge innovation of its time. The problem that the Concorde had was
Boom.
it could only fly over the ocean,
Right.
which meant it only was effective for transoceanic flights. And it was so expensive to maintain, and it used so much fuel that it just wasn't practical to keep running the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the goal is with this that the whole point is to create more aerodynamic planes and be more fuel efficient planes at the same time. So by getting places quicker, you're reducing fuel usage because you're not running the plane as long, I guess, is the theory.
There's a theory.
So
That's
it'd be
cool.
interesting to see what happens with that. That was this week's edition of Whoa, totally cool, brah. Let's see. Some brief
That's
mention here.
so West Coast.
It is so West Coast. It's beautiful.
Brief mention here. Forza 6 has a thing where you're going to be able to get a PC version called Forza 6 Apex, which will be totally free. It's gonna be a little stripped down, so it won't have as much things as the regular Forza 6 game. But it's basically the developers' chance to get all the engine and whatnot ported over to DirectX 12. So it's basically engineering test technically.
That's fine by me.
So
I
they're
think this is
making
gonna
it
be
free.
a very, very pretty game.
The part of the news of the why do it if you're not going to do it properly, there's no racing wheel support.
But
Well,
how do you
is there
it's
other
a
controller
PC.
support?
I hope
I really hope so. If not, we're gonna
it
see a
didn't
lot of people
mention it.
emulating their
There was
racing
no,
wheels.
there was no angry. There's no. It was actually a Reddit post that pointed out the fact that there was no racing wheel support.
There's ways to get
The
around.
developer
this.
did not bother to tell anyone that was not going to be a thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
We'll-
like
we'll
racing.
We'll figure something out. I'm sure there's a way to emulate it.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's still weird that it's
It's
the
weird,
whole
but-
point of your genre, and then particularly Forza, which derives on realistic racing experience. Nah. You can't have the actual controller though.
Yeah, no
It's
racing wheels
engineering
here,
test.
brah.
It's an engineering test. We
I
get
know it's an engineering
it'll
test. at the end of
come
the
there
day.
eventually. Just have some patience.
Last
Bounce.
piece of news that we have is going to be a semi-regular topic here in the random simulator corner news. There's a guy, Chris Livingston from PC Gamer, who's been doing a bi-weekly kind of narrative of a random simulator game that he picked up on Steam. And last time, 2 weeks ago, was the Shopkeep RPG game, which we postulated over. This week is Bear Simulator. Have you ever wanted to be a bear, or pretend to be a bear, or role play as a bear?
I'm named I'm a Burn League. What do you think?
I think yes.
So if you've wanted to be a bear, this is the first bear, get it? First bear, open world game about doing bear-related activities such as running, hunting, eating. You can also loot. You can wear hats, apparently, according to someone who in the pre-game chat.
You can be ferocious.
You can be
Or
you can be a
ferocious.
bear.
Okay,
Well-
I understand. I appreciate your description of this, but I think your bear puns are barely there. So I'm gonna have to get a little bit furry in all of this, and hopefully ascribe that you will claw your way out of it with better bear puns.
I barely brought any, so this is why I brought you.
I see. Well, let's hope that we can gnaw through this this hardcore simulator, and hopefully we won't have to hibernate too long, and we will come out of this much burlier, or shall I say barrier, and faster and stronger.
I would imagine that you have the right to bear arms in this game.
But I have,
Apparently, you can put on a hat, so that actually might be a thing.
but see, I have the right to bear arms, but do I have the right to arm bears?
Very possible you may also have that right in this game. But anyway, but Bear Simulator is available on Steam right now for the low price of $14.99, and it's not even an early access game.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna go buy this game.
Also, it is made by an indie developer who is not the Farming Simulator 2027 people.
So we're not gonna get like Bear Simulator 2017 next year. That's not happening.
No, probably not.
Oh yes, this just keeps getting
In other
better and
news,
better.
I have rolled my truck. So with the great excitement that is Bear Simulator 20.14,002. This is the end of today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please hit the up like button. The up like, I always do that. Hit upvote on the Reddit. Like us on Facebook. And
double tap on Instagram.
you could do that if you really want to.
Send
But
us to your grandma via regular old-fashioned mail or pigeon mail if she lives on an island.
That's true. You can do that.
Download this episode, burn it to
Smoke
a DVD,
signals.
and mail it to her.
That's true.
Smoke
You can do that.
signals that come out in Morse code that transcribe the entire episode, including crashes and the sound of the vehicle.
Yes, this all sounds like a great thing. You can do all of those things also in the doobly-doo down below the box and the things down below. And we will see you guys next week.